This is the MNN 15.6-inch FHD 60Hz portable monitor. I just wanted to share my experience with this in case anyone else is considering it. My main reason for trying a portable monitor was simple. I wanted more screen space when working away from my desk. A laptop screen is fine for one task, but it starts to feel crowded when I have a document, a browser, and a video call open at the same time. This monitor has a 15.6-inch IPS screen with a 1920 by 1080 resolution. The size feels close to a normal laptop display. Text looks clear, and I have enough room to keep two windows open without squeezing everything together. I usually place reference material on the screen while keeping my main work on the laptop. The panel has a matte surface. I noticed that it handles reflections better than the glossy portable screens I have used. I can still see some glare under strong light, but it is less distracting near a window or under an overhead lamp. The viewing angles are also wide enough for my normal setup. The image stays readable when I move the screen slightly to the side. Setup was easy with my laptop. I connected one full-featured USB-C cable, and the monitor received both video and power through that cable. I did not need to install a driver. It appeared as a second display, and I adjusted the position in my computer's display settings. There is one important detail about USB-C. Not every USB-C port supports video. The computer needs a port with DisplayPort Alt-MODE or Thunderbolt support. The cable matters too. A basic USB-C charging cable may provide power but fail to send a picture. I had worried about this before using the monitor, so I checked my laptop specifications and used the included cable. For devices without video over USB-C, the monitor has a mini HDMI connection. In that setup, I use HDMI for the picture and a separate USB cable for power. It adds another cable, but it works with desktop computers and consoles. The port is mini HDMI rather than full-size HDMI, so I need the correct cable or adapter. The monitor is about 0.3 inches thick and weighs around 1.5 pounds. It is easy for me to carry with a laptop, charger, and a few other items. It still adds some weight to my bag, but it does not feel like carrying a regular desktop monitor. The included cover protects the screen while I am carrying it. It also folds into a stand. I can use the display in landscape or portrait orientation. Portrait mode is useful when I am reading long pages, checking code, or working through a tall document. The cover stand is convenient, but it is also one of the weaker parts. It holds the monitor on a flat desk, though it can move or wobble if I bump the table. I have to take a moment to fold it into the right position. Compared with portable monitors that have a built-in kickstand, this setup feels less stable. It is usable, but I would not place it close to the edge of a desk. The screen reaches up to around 300 nits. Indoors, that has been enough for me. I normally keep it below maximum brightness. In a very bright room, I sometimes want a little more brightness. I would not choose it mainly for outdoor use in direct sunlight. Color looks fine for documents, web browsing, streaming, and casual games. I would not use this panel for professional photo editing or any work that depends on very accurate color. Compared with a color-focused desktop monitor, the colors look more basic. That was not a major issue for my use, but it is worth knowing before buying. The 60 Hz refresh rate feels normal for office work, videos, and slower games. I have also connected a Nintendo Switch, and it works well for casual play. The monitor supports FreeSync and has a stated 5 milliseconds response time, but it is still a standard 60 Hz display. I would look at a higher refresh rate model for fast competitive games. HDR can be enabled, but I keep my expectations modest. It changes the contrast and makes some video content look a little stronger. It does not look like HDR on a brighter television or a more expensive desktop display. I usually decide whether to leave it on based on the content. The built-in speakers are useful when I need basic sound without connecting anything else. Voices are understandable during a call, and they work for short videos. The volume and bass are limited. For movies, music, or games, I usually use headphones or separate speakers. I also tried the low blue light setting during longer work sessions. It gives the screen a warmer tone, which I find more comfortable at night. The flicker-free backlight has not caused me any noticeable eye discomfort. I still take breaks, since no display setting replaces resting my eyes. Power use has been reasonable. The monitor draws around 6.2 watts, though the exact amount can change with brightness and volume. When it is powered by my laptop, I do notice some extra battery drain. It is manageable for short sessions, but I connect the laptop to power when I plan to work for several hours. Compared with other portable monitors I have seen, this one focuses on common features rather than unusual extras. It has a 1080p IPS panel, USB-C video, mini HDMI, speakers, and a folding cover. Some similar models have stronger stands or higher refresh rates. They may also cost more or weigh more. This model feels more suited to basic second screen use. I think it makes sense for my kind of routine when I need more room for documents, spreadsheets, browser windows, or video calls. It can also work for a student who moves between rooms, someone traveling with a laptop, or someone who wants a small console screen. I would not choose it for color-critical editing, outdoor use, or high frame rate gaming. My experience has been straightforward. The picture is clear, the size is practical, and one cable USB-C keeps my desk less cluttered. The cover stand could be more stable, the speakers are basic, and USB-C compatibility needs to be checked before buying. Those are the main limits I have noticed. I can recommend it as a simple portable second screen if those limits fit the way it will be used. If there is anything else about the monitor that I did not cover, leave a question in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more practical reviews, and thank you for watching.